had several tragedies in my life, which I hadn't really dealt with. I knew that. I used to just work harder. So by 1989, I was working so hard and too hard that I just stopped. I think I was experiencing burnout. I think what started off as a depression became a deeper and deeper depression until it was really schizophrenia, and I was hearing voices and I was very, very frightened. I knew nothing about mental illness. So when I was asked was I hearing voices, I would say no. And that went on for 12 years. I was either going to get better or I was going to die, and I knew that. At my lowest point, I was 5.5 stone. What I felt was fear. Raw, unadulterated fear, which everybody has felt at some time or another in their lives. But for me, it was day in, day out, I was frightened.
Well, I think a lot of people think that schizophrenia is a split personality. It isn't a split personality. I never had two personalities. I was never two people.
I have a little granddaughter, Charlotte, and Charlotte, to me, she was just a doll. She was 3 years old in 1989, and one day they brought her to see me, and she took me to the door, and this little child looked up at me and said, "I love you." And that was the click. And I thought, I'm not helping Charlotte, I'm not helping anybody else, and most of all, I'm not helping myself. So I decided I had to start liking myself again. However, when he did realise and he saw the light back in my eyes, it was such a relief to everybody. As you can imagine, after 12 years of thinking you'd lost your wife forever, here she is reborn again, really.
The nicest thing about my story is that I recovered, and you'll see that I'm in my office now, where I spend an awful lot of my time writing and thinking and reading. I feel that there's a lot of misconception and myth about mental illness out there, and I hope by taking part in this film that I'll help some people lead happier lives.